Hello, how to ensure you achieve your goals this year, and actually how to make sure that you set more ambitious goals as well. So it's not just about achieving your goals, it's about making sure that they're exciting enough to be worth achieving. So there's lots to talk about here, but the first thing is that when you set your goals, ideally you want to have goals for different areas of your life. So wealth, health, family, career, etc. And you also want to have a combination of longer term goals and then shorter term goals, which will help you move towards your longer term goals. And you also need to have, in each major area of your life, you need to have a goal that's so exciting that it keeps you motivated. It might be something that like seems almost impossible. I think it's Brian Tracy who says, what goal, if you absolutely knew you couldn't fail to achieve it, what goal would you actually set for yourself? What would you actually want? And that's the sort of goal that you need. And the thing is, once you know that sort of exciting goal, then subconsciously your mind knows what to aim for, and you work out ways of moving towards that goal. And obviously, the more you move towards it, the nearer you get to actually achieving it. It's the old aim for the stars, you might end up on the moon, whereas if you aim for the roof, you might end up in the armchair or whatever, something along those lines. However, right. So we've got our goals. Now, when you're setting goals, there's a couple of things here. The first thing is, how do you set them in a way that's most likely to achieve them? And secondly, then, how do you communicate them to your subconscious mind so that your subconscious mind drives your behavior so that you actually move towards achieving those goals? And actually, the rules are fairly similar for both things, to be honest. So when you're setting your goals, you need to follow the 3 P's, which is personal, as in I am, present tense, as in I am, or I am doing, or I am running, or I am earning, and positive, again, as in I am. Right. So you wouldn't say I'm going to lose weight. You would say I weigh 150 pounds, or whatever the figure is. So personal, positive, present tense. You want them to be in the form of I am or I am doing. So a present tense verb, I am running, earning, enjoying being. So it's got to be a present tense. And you've got to have emotion in it. So it would be I am enjoying being in perfect health, or I'm really excited to be earning such and such. So you're putting in some sort of exciting emotion in there as well. And Susan Jeffers, in one of her books, and I can't remember the name, but it's not Feel the Fear, but it's one of her subsequent books. She talks about the fact that when you set a goal, you then let go of it, because you can't guarantee that you will achieve that goal. All you can guarantee is that that's where you want to get to, and that you're going to behave in a way that will lead you towards it. But what she says you do is that you then cut off the actual achievement of it, and you just concentrate on the sort of the moments and the present day thought patterns and moods and actions to take you towards that goal. However, you then trust to the fact that if you don't achieve the thing you actually said you wanted to achieve, what you do achieve may well turn out to be better, and whatever happens, you'll be able to handle it. So therefore, what you say is, I am, I don't know, I am earning £150,000 a year, for example, or better. So you add in the or better, because basically whatever it is you end up doing might well end up better. So you're keeping that option open in terms of your subconscious mind. And you need to be specific. So you wouldn't say I am driving a new car in July. You would say I am driving a new blue BMW 1 Series, 3 Series, whatever. But you would be specific about what it is. I am living in a house overlooking the sea on this particular coast, on this particular cliff. But the more specific you are, again, the more you create the picture for your subconscious mind. Now, the other thing is you visualize it. And what I've got here is you visualize it, that you've actually achieved it. So you're saying, I am enjoying being blah, blah, blah. But you're enjoying being, and you picture yourself in the picture. So this is called associated rather than so dissociated is when you look from outside and you look at someone actually doing something. Associating is when you put yourself in the picture and you imagine what it feels like, and you imagine what it sounds like and what it smells like, and what you're hearing and what you're feeling. So you're in the picture actually achieving it. And you can picture yourself in that picture, looking back at all the things that you did along the way. So you could say to yourself, the reason I am enjoying being here, there, or doing, or whatever it is, the reason is because I did this. And you can look back at all the things you did to actually get to that position. So those are the rules for setting goals in such a way that you're most likely to achieve them. The next thing is to get your subconscious mind to actually drive your behavior, to actually move you towards those goals. And there's a couple of really important things that work here. The first thing is affirmations. Now, funnily enough, when you're making affirmations, what you do is you keep them brief and you say, I am, so it's personal, present tense, positive. It's I am enjoying being, or I am earning. You're telling yourself what you're actually doing with emotion. You probably wouldn't need the or better bit because you're affirming what you are actually doing. Or you could say I am earning £150,000 a year or better. I am in robust health and will live to 90 or older. So you could actually put that in. You're picturing yourself. So all the rules that you followed for setting goals, you also follow for speaking these affirmations, and you speak them out loud if possible, and you speak them repeatedly, and you speak them morning, middle of the day, and evening, and you have them written out on 5x3 cards, and you have them written in a book, an affirmations book or a goals book. All of those things make you much more likely to actually behave in such a way that you'll move towards the achievement of your goal or better. So then we move on to the two things I mentioned earlier, which is setting ambitious goals and then making more certain that you'll actually achieve them. And that's where you need to be part of, well, to have an accountability group or partner. And what these figures indicate here is that if you say you're going to do something, it's a good idea, you're going to do it, and you make a plan, you've got a 40% chance of achieving it. So more or less 50-50, just under. However, if you then make your plan and you tell someone else that you know, like, and trust that you're going to do this thing, and you agree that they can then hold you accountable to ask you how you got on with implementing these various steps you said you were going to do, and how you're getting on with making progress towards achieving this thing that you said you're going to do. If you do that, the odds go from 40% to 95%. So you're more or less guaranteed then to achieve it. So we follow these rules to set our goals. We make affirmations to ourselves to actually drive these goals into our subconscious mind, into our behavior. We visualize them as well, visualize being in the picture. So that puts them into our subconscious mind. And then we find someone or a group of people to tell that we're going to do these things and to hold us accountable. And that's where being part of a mastermind group really works, because if you're in a mastermind group, there's two things that happen. One, you help each other in terms of advice and encouragement. So you encourage each other to set more ambitious goals. So going back to here, we're not just setting goals, we're setting ambitious goals for us. So it's not a goal for someone else, it's a goal for yourself. So you're setting a goal, personal goal for yourself, and you're setting a more ambitious goal because the rest of the group are giving you confidence and encouraging you to believe that you can achieve these goals. And you're doing the same for them, by the way. You're each benefiting from each other's encouragement. And then once you've set these more ambitious goals, you're agreeing to be held accountable again by other members in the group. And you're basically saying, look, this is what I'm going to do. And before we meet next, I'm going to do this to get towards it. And I want you to hold me accountable. So next time we meet, I'm going to say how I got on with doing these steps to actually take me to towards achieving these more ambitious goals. So if you think that might be an interesting idea that you want to have a chat about, have a look at businessroundtableuk.co.uk, which is the mastermind organization that I mentioned earlier. And if you want to comment or say that you'd like to have a chat, that'd be great as well. So follow the 3 Ps, follow the visualizing with emotion, picture yourself actually achieving these specific and ambitious goals, make affirmations constantly to yourself with emotion out loud, look at yourself in the mirror doing it as well, that really works, and find an accountability partner or group to hold you, well, to help you set more ambitious goals and to hold you accountable. And one idea might be have a look at the idea of mastermind groups. So that's how you are more likely to set ambitious goals this year and make yourself 2 or 3 times more likely to achieve them. Hope you found that useful. Thanks very much for watching.